Hello, my name is Sarah Moylan. I'm a master's student at Kansas State University working in the Soil Fertility Lab under Dr. Nathan Nelson, and this is my poster for the Governor's Water Conference that I'll be presenting. Just a short little lightning presentation for you guys. So what I am studying are the effects of cover crops on water quality and surface runoff under these intense precipitation events. These precipitation events, the extreme events that you may have been hearing about as climate change continues to get worse, they have a higher erosivity and tend to be the events that cause flooding, a lot of sediment loss, nutrient loss, damage maybe downstream. Those kind of events might occur more frequently, and so I was curious to know if one of our best management practices for erosion would continue to hold up under these precipitation events. So the data that we used comes from the Kansas Agricultural Watershed in Ashland Bottoms. It's a long-term edge-of-field runoff study that was established in 2014. It's been under no-till and a corn-soy rotation. I've used the data from 2015 to 2022, and that gave me 71 events based on a couple of criteria that we fit it to that you can see here in Table 1. Those events were categorized into precipitation intensity, depending on the maximum 30-minute intensity that fell during that event. So some of the results that I'll go through really quick. Mixed results. The runoff ratio, which is the amount of runoff to the amount of precipitation that fell. Some of those trends are a little harder to find, but basically what we're seeing is that cover crop with pea fertilizer may have a good reduction of the runoff ratio when compared to a cover crop with no pea fertilizer added. However, that doesn't mean it's necessarily significantly different than a no cover crop plot. Moving on to some timing of the runoff, cover crops do seem to increase the time to the initiation of runoff in some medium to high intensity events, as well as the time to the peak flow. That delay in runoff is really interesting and could be studied further. Solid good news, these cover crops do reduce the sediment loss in every precipitation category with and without pea fertilizer. So, even if you have little pea fertilizer on your plots, you can rest assured that the cover crop will still reduce that sediment loss for you. And then moving on to the nutrient loss, total P and dissolved reactive phosphorus. In general, the cover crop control probably has the lowest amount of total P lost. However, some of those results still aren't technically very significant when compared to a no cover crop control. But as we can see, that the cover crop with pea fertilizer does have a significant amount of phosphorus lost, and most of that is because of an increase in dissolved reactive phosphorus that you can really see in Figure 6. That increase is really interesting, and it's something I think we should keep an eye on and just be aware of. So thank you so much. Looking forward to being at this conference.